but I want to win it.
Okay.
Speaking of winners, this is my brother Tyler.
Hey yo.
So,
You just gotta go winner.
why the hell are
winner.
Winner.
You said I was the winner.
He's the guest.
How you doing? Okay.
Yeah,
True.
I wanna be the wiener winner.
The guest in the blanket for it is always the winner. Okay.
There you go. But yes, give us some of your background.
My background. So I grew up being his older brother.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
I don't think we need that much background.
It all started on
Probably your stint with GameStop.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you had to help me out with that one. So most recently I worked at GameStop just prior to the stock coming up and blowing up and all that.
That sounds like an interesting time to work there. In what is quickly becoming the financial meme of the century, GameStop stock has gone absolutely bat insane. What can I say? I mean, the question is why? Why? Is it because that the GameStop stock is currently the digital Pokemon card? Or is it the rumor that GameStop has 4 or 5 sealed copies of Rule of Rose on the PS2 and they might even get them graded? How about that? Well, either way, I don't remember the rest of this, so I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. To be honest, when I got the job, I kind of got a couple buddies laughing at me about it because they're like, GameStop, like, aren't they out of business? Literally, I had a couple people ask me, aren't they going out of business? What's your 5-year plan with them?
Yeah, that was like a vibe that was there for a minute, which is kind of hard to. I don't know. It's definitely interesting that happened, and everybody thought they were on the way out, and nobody really talks about that anymore. Everybody's just like, okay, sounds like they're finding their footing or something now. So
yeah, they're now figuring it out, but a lot of shit had to happen in between. But the stock blew up while I was there. But when I got that job, I actually bought some shares. So I actually had some shares. But then it blew up, and I started freaking out because I thought it was illegal for me to own shares. So I sold them at $50. I bought them at $9. Well, during that time, it went up to $500.
Yeah. That was like 5 days after you did it too. He kept calling me up every day, and he's like, "Did you see the price today?" I'm like, dude, I know. I'm sorry. You don't have them anymore. Let it go.
I just watched that from a distance and was just like, I wish I was brave enough, and I wasn't. I should have. I watched the whole thing too. When it first started happening, I was like, that's interesting. I mean, we kept joking about it on the fucking podcast. We're like, people who buy GameStop, and then they all fucking made a bunch of money, and I was like, well, fuck.
GameStop ended up with $1 billion in cash from that because they sold some of their stock about 6 months after that.
Hell yeah.
And they made $1 billion cash. That's what they're doing all their changes with now because they have this different customer service now. They're bringing in all these different products and brands now. So that money's coming from that. But if you're a company, you've got $1 billion in cash. You're not doing that bad.
Yeah, I wish I had $1 billion in cash.
Next year.
I'm working on it.
Yep.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I just need a few more dollars.
Hold on.
Gotta take the full hour. Let's all count.
Yeah. But
shit, I lost count.
No, yeah, but it was nuts because I was working on the brand marketing team, so I worked with the VPs of marketing and the VP of brand marketing, and we literally were told to say nothing. I couldn't post about it. I couldn't put anything about how I love my job on LinkedIn. It was not. I did try once, and they took it down. They made me take it down.
Wow.
You stop being complimentary, you son of a bitch.
Well, the federal government was watching the stock the whole time, so they actually came to GameStop and said, like, watch your ass, because if you do promote GameStop in any way, it kept making the stock go up and up and up, and it was messing up everything. So we couldn't even say anything the whole time.
That's so interesting. It's like you're working at home during COVID, and you can't even talk about your job. You can't post about it.
And just 5 months earlier, everyone was making fun of me for getting the job, and then I get the job.
And everybody wants to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all of a sudden interested.
That's kind of...
You're like, fuck you guys.
Well, now they all think I'm rich too, right? They're like,
Yeah.
Did you make $1 million? Did you make $1 million? No.
I just need $200. I take these real estate classes, and I'm back on my feet, baby.
I made enough to pay for my rent for like 1 month.
Boom, baby. That's hell yeah.
Thank you,
What's
GameStop stock. But no, yeah. So I was there for that whole thing, and it was fun. It was crazy because there's like we couldn't. It was all secretive. Everybody's always asking me what's going on. What are you guys doing? And then finally one day, our VP walks into the room because I was on the brand team. And there's about 5 of us that were just full time. We all split up different things. There was one guy that managed all the like puppets, Funko Pop, all that stuff, like anything that was not video game related toys. He always did toys. Mm-hmm. Then we had everybody else who was on video games and consoles.
Sure.
And he just said, it's been, I think at this point it's about 3 months into it. He's like, we've got to, thank you.
Yep.
I need to get used to that. We've got to come up with an answer for this. And so they literally threw us in a war room and we just figured it out. War Zoom. Because we were still mid-COVID.
We weren't allowed to
Exactly.
be in a room.
So then we figured
What a fucking crazy year that was.
It still
was crazy.
is very unreal because it was like we were the busiest we had ever been leading up to it.
Yeah.
Then we shut down and it was just like slow motion for a month and a half, and then it was like you fall right back into it, right back into like full speed. Oh, shit was wacky.
Do you remember like at the beginning you're like, this will last for a month, 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
Did you ever say that? I said that all the time.
So originally I was like, yeah, whatever, kind of skeptical. And then once it started getting serious and I started seeing people in like hazmat suits and shit in the
grocery
King
store.
Soopers, yeah, that's fun. Not even actual like hazmat teams like picking people up and shit. Like I saw that once.
Really?
Oh my God.
Where?
At the very beginning of it in the parking lot of the King Soopers in Lakewood.
What?
At the gas station, there was like a whole hazmat team like doing this fucking sweep, and I was like,
Was there like a DeLorean there too?
there was. But that was like the very beginning when the paranoia was like right before the shutdown stuff. And then and so I was actually I was like super worried about it.
Yeah, dude.
And so I was like,
you
fuck,
never
I'm
walk
gonna
into
go.
a building when everyone else is wearing a hazmat suit. You're like, I'm just here for beer, man. I don't know. No one told me to bring a hazmat suit.
Where's the Cholula?
If you like this video, like and subscribe. And if you want to catch the whole podcast, it's going to be right here on YouTube every single Thursday. And we'll see you there.